November 30th is the 334th day of the year and 335th if it is a leap year. Can you believe we only have 31 days until the end of the year? I hope you use those days to gather some courage and complete the tasks you set for yourself at the start of the year. It's never too late. I mean, I still have many tasks to do, but I'll get to it. You're watching Joy News Interactive with me, Mapito Sibidi. We're live on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. On Facebook and Twitter, we are Joy News on TV. This week, the talk has been about migration and how migrants are treated. The Libyan story has been told, and we know some 127 Ghanaian detainees in Libya have arrived in Ghana after government facilitated their release from the Libyan authorities.
I was headed for Morocco but got stuck up in Libya, so I decided to travel to Italy. I was arrested on the sea.
From that point, what was the treatment? Then I had a year more.
Mother prison 6 months. After prison 6 months, I was back to deport. No, I say yes, I come back for. And so I'm
We were maltreated. Some of our colleagues were sold.
Yet to say, not a phobia, Ghana phobia, not yet Tom as slaves.
Yeah, Tom, or Motom, or Boom. Except for Baby Tranqui,
Ghana for count.
Ghana for the Africa blast for the say Juma Muya and Omutiko Tom be at $300.
Some of our colleagues were sold as cheap as $3,000.
When ya Babusa Nipe Wuru, a dozen Munyanka.
Italy, Libya, nay, Yakoy, and watching one to do what's in the UN. Ah, no, if you or UN, Libya.
I was really tortured. I have been hardened by this experience.
Libya, what the bomb,
The point I saw some of my colleagues being shot in the leg. It was a truly terrible experience.
Second,
I was cut with a knife.
Libyans, no chum second.
Asthma boys catch me sit up and calabush me. You say calabush means catch you. It take me to that uncompleted burden for 6 months. Every day we give you this. If you give you one umza, this one, Libya call umza. If you give you one, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, no go give you any food. The water will give you, it will be salt water. So give you one. Tomorrow, another 2 o'clock and give you one. That's why I leave this one. Yeah. That time I escape. It be Friday. Libya country be Muslim country. Say Friday you go do Salah. Yeah. And Nigeria boys 2, Gambia boys 2, and Ghanaian boys catch the Asthma boys 3. They are plenty, but you go do Salah. So 3 days you catch and tire him and break the door. But there's a
Aquinto no a heading, any Libya sitting a heading, a colacity to meet you at 2 hours so, or John was a cardio phone, a GBA, or Mutumidi a 2 quiet ball. To me, bossy prison, the beer and then one was a safari desert soon or moved to 2 near the mouthful by a day. I may say, Madam, I
Youth are unemployed here. That's why many of them embark on some of these trips. But since we've been deported, we need jobs. We need. Yet to say, some of your colleagues, Ghanaians, know they were auctioned, not as slaves. Do you know about that?
Yeah. It's true. Say, and the question moton, who could get to one of now they call Moboton, Ama Obi. No moton, so I say be a betting on them, sir, or Mobobo, pa, obey you, Munjoka, or Mobabo, or Mabahao, or maybe to me, I say, well, life, or maybe crow to me shooting in 9.
What is the plan for you? What do you look forward to doing? Do you have a job? Do you have a family that you are going back to at the moment?
Like the beginning, I learned mason from school, and then even I learned it from the house. So I would like to join my master so that we work together.
So we've asked you what can the government do, but what can we as citizens do to stop this menace? We asked you on Facebook, and our first comment is from Francis, who says reduce taxes, create jobs as individuals, making cleaning services extremely lucrative, and Zoomline must pay more to its employees and not below 2,000 Ghana cedis. And we've got replies on that where Pretty Nadu says, how about if we stop being lazy? Okay. And how about we start investing in our passions and become less greedy? How about if we show dedication? All right. And Francis was like, these jobs could be privately executed with employees and legally motivated. Okay, we're going to take a comment from Sana Muhammad, who says we should try to be good counselors to our brothers and sisters who have interest in traveling over there, and also report these people to the security agencies for necessary action to be taken. And Bental Prince says, this time around, we citizens must be spectators and watch carefully those who are suffering now and regretting at the same time, and then pick lessons from them, not to hurry looking for greener pastures abroad. All right. Emmanuel Kwabena says, creation of jobs in Ghana will be the only option to stop migration. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. And Junior King says, eye for eye and boot for boot. Moses law must be applied wherever you see Libyan in Ghana. This will let them think twice. Prince Nuruddin Baumir says, Libya is a disgrace to Africa. Looking at the current happenings, he continues to say that we thank Almighty Allah for their arrival. Government needs to create jobs, period. And Edward Miller says we have to create jobs, stop corruption, and help government to improve our lives. Let's take more comments on the migration dilemma, where Rootman Surgeon says, and let's make Ghana a better place. But how do we make Ghana a better place, I ask you, Rootman Surgeon? And Sulumana says, God bless the government. Let's see if we have more comments on that. Edward Miller says we have to create jobs, okay, stop corruption, and governments to improve our lives. And he says Ghanaians should stop going there because this is the second time this happens. Okay. So up to 800 million global workers will lose their jobs by 2030 and be replaced by robotic automation. A new report from consultancy has found the study of 46 countries and 800 occupations by the McKinsey Global Institute found that up to 1/5 of the global workforce will be affected. They said 1/3 of the workforce in richer nations like Germany and the US may need to retrain for other jobs. Machine operators and food workers will be hit the hardest. This is what the report says. So what is your take on this? I mean, we're struggling with unemployment already. And if they bring this to Africa, we're trying to make Africa a better place by giving people jobs. So if you bring robots here, how are we going to create this? So we asked you on Facebook, and Felix Dollar says, people should understand that labor is expensive and entrepreneurs would always look for ways to cut costs. At least robots won't idle around not working while there's work to do. There won't be power struggle among them, and they won't go on strikes and form labor unions. And Bentel Prince says, so does that mean humans have lost interest in working with ourselves? Like, this is amazing. Technology would have negative impact to some time to come. Terminator. Do you remember that Commando movie and Killer Nkuto? We take more comments from Eric, who says, we were also told that by the year 2000, the world will be full of flying cars, teleportation. Let's see what he said. If we can see Eric, about what we're told by the year 2000. Okay, we'll go to Samuel Quay, who says, but a Greek will still need human beings. I started hearing this about 20 years ago. And okay, Eric says, I don't see neither around, do you? Okay, we don't see flying cars yet, Eric, but you know, we just like to hope for the future. Edward Miller says, me, I don't fear at all because human technology was existing before artificial technology came into being. And Francis says, this will rather create more jobs, and has the influx of computers reduced jobs? No, but expanded many photocopies. Okay. Nasir Yamia says, that's very bad. So how will that 800 million people survive? That's a very good question. I mean, we're already struggling with our population. Now we need 800 million robots. I don't think so. Frederick Danso says, and I hope they will also pay tax. And Quay says, this is okay. Well, this is completely not helpful. Substituting your hard-earned job for some robots in the name of efficiency. And who benefits? The makers, of course. All right, Rootman Surgeon says, this cannot be possible. Robots taking over? No. And Prince Nuruddin Baumia says, this sounds hilarious. It sounds hilarious now until the robots take over, Prince. Then it won't be so hilarious. So let's go to Uganda, where there was drama in Masindi town when a swarm of bees attacked a man suspected to have stolen household items from a resident of Kijuru North South in Masindi district. A witness explains and told the Daily Monitor that the bees had covered the man's head, neck and parts of the back, and others were in the pocket. So should the man still be tried and imprisoned? I mean, he already suffered with the bees, so should he be tried and imprisoned? Let's see your Facebook comments. Here's a picture of the man. That doesn't look pleasant at all. It looks very, very painful. I mean, if he was allergic to bees, he probably would have been dead. Let's see if we can get more comments from the man, if he should be tried and imprisoned. So, okay. Baya Jeremiah says, yes, he should be arrested and prosecuted, and if found guilty, he should be jailed. We need this kind of artificial sprint to be arresting thieves, armed robbers, bribe givers, and takers, okay, in the society. Richard says, this man needs help, and yet humans are standing there watching and filming. Well, Richard, this is the nature of the human being right now. We're all technology, and we want to take pictures, and we want it to trend, you know, want to be the first people to take the picture. Ernest Jamal says, which help? What can you do to help him? And Richard says, bees are managed with smoke. All you have to do is to send thick smoke around him, and they will all fly away. Where Richard says, black power. This is no black power, my dear. Where was black power when things that actually matters are being stolen? Millions of dollars that will actually change people's lives have been stolen, and yet black power did nothing to restore our integrity. So Richard was responding to Emmanuel, who said, not sure you understand black power. All right, Rootman Serjan says, we need these rituals in Ghana. Okay, that's okay, Rootman. And if we take more comments from Yakubu, who says, why not? The bees are not the substitute for the rule of law. Very true there. And Kofi Banua says, the power of the African God we have tried and tested. And Doc Kadir says, the bees have tried and imprisoned this man already. And El Amen says, and we're still wondering how to fight corruption. Rootman Serjan says, he should be imprisoned. Okay. And Abdullah Fosini says, please can I have the contact of that spiritual man? Unfortunately, Abdullah, we do not have it. You would have to travel to Uganda to find out yourself. You're still watching Joy News Interactive with me, Mapita CBD. You know, we're live on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. On Facebook and Twitter, we are Joy News on TV. I'm going for a quick break and I'll be back just now.
Have done, and where they have planted the stones that people have been setting seeds into it, it's not good. They planted green grass and they were working on it and they have stacked it so that people cannot do what? Walk into it. But yet still pedestrians don't have space. And they have planted these stones over here to help us so that that place will not spoil. But yet still, they have been trying to get space into it. We are telling the whole public, let's come to our own aid so that we'll help our own self to develop our country.
You're still watching Joy News Interactive. So we know tomorrow's Farmers Day. And so for some people, the weekend begins today. As you know, this is Joy News Interactive, and we want to know how you'll be spending this weekend, this long weekend actually. Lots of rest perhaps, catching up on your sleep. Let's see how you're spending your weekend on Facebook. So Abdul says, let's see if we can get Abdul. Okay, well, let's start with Darlington, who says, my neighbor and his girlfriend had a little fight this evening. She angrily removed her wig, washed off her makeup, and faced him man to man. Please bring your cameras. That's not very nice, Darlington. Abdul says, lots of activities, attending a seminar, visiting relatives, and so on. But none can be compared to watching the game of the week between Arsenal and Manchester United. And Daniel Brosfield says, I wish, okay. Anyways, most youth in Ghana always have long weekends or the year to themselves because we are jobless. And Jerry up here says, wow, look, you know it's Farmers Day and you, okay. All right, thank you, Jerry, for your pleasant comment. Emmanuel says, washing off my dirty linens, but not in public to start the day. In the evening, I'll watch football at a small park near my house. And most of us says, so you can do what? Hey, Joy, my weekends too. You want to know how I go spend them? I mean, this is Joy News Interactive. We want to know what you are doing, you know. Okay, I will come to your house. Oh, you can come. It's okay. Prince Nuruddin Baumir says, happy Farmers Day to all farmers across the country. And Edward Miller says, it's not easy. I'm going to be on duty tomorrow at a gas station to serve my customers. There we go, Edward Miller. Josephat says, just some serious resolution making as the end of the year is fast approaching. Hoping I keep them though. Yes, Josephat, we have 31 days in the year, so just complete those tasks for 2017. And John says, we'll be on duty throughout the weekend. And Francis says, making more jobs available is key. Paying for many cleaning services. All right. And Rootman Surgeon says, I will go farm. And Yusuf says, having fun with friends. So for my long weekend, I'll be at work. I'll be trying to catch up on some reading, catching up on some sleep. So you know it's Throwback Thursday. Now we all have insecurities, but over the years we have learned to accept them. What is that one thing you were teased about back in school? Let's see what she said on Facebook. And Nasir Hassan says, quiet type because I get angry quickly, so I don't want trouble and hardly trust people. The vulture one said, though I'm not edible, says the vulture, yet I nurse my eggs in the branches of a high tree because man is hard to be trusted, but I've overcome that now. All right. Prince Nuruddin Baumir says, I was teased back at school because I respect time and up to date, I still obey time. Well, Prince Nuruddin, that is something to be proud of. Don't listen to those people who go according to Ghana man's time. Edward Miller says, how to break football with my legs during sporting activities. It was something that was hurting me a lot, okay? And Yusuf says, I was shy when my juniors gave me more funds during morning parade. Let's see if we can get the two replies from Yusuf's comment. In the meantime, Kofi says, Okay, Prince Nuruddin Bame says, don't lie, oh, I was there too. And then Yusuf is saying, ha ha ha. Okay, so inside joke between Prince Nuruddin Bame and Yusuf. And Kofi says, because I was too shy and afraid to propose to a girl. Well, Kofi, it's okay, you know, it's okay. Being shy is good. Albert Senior says, I was teased because I couldn't date none of the girls that hanged around me to teach them maths. Well, you know, you taught them maths. That's more important than hanging out with them and dating them. So Rootman says, my shia, they used to call it a bongo. A bongo. All right. Koshi says, my inability to take a girlfriend. Okay, Koshi, you know, life is not all about getting a girlfriend and dating. You know, there are more important things like poverty. And Louis Ajima says, my inability to talk to girls. I see a lot of the guys were just teased about their inability to take girlfriends. Take girlfriends and stuff. I mean, life is not about having girlfriends, you know, like life is not about relationships and all of that. You can there's poverty. I mean, there's a lot of things. So you're still watching Joy News Interactive on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. On Facebook and Twitter, we are Joy News on TV. As you see, I'm very excited for the 1st of December. I just can't stop smiling. From the Joy News Interactive.